Our Beijing city tour shows you a ton of things to do in the city, but starts off with food and China's most popular dish, Peking Duck. Mmm.
We're doing some Hua family dining tonight with Peking Duck, one of the most famous places here in Beijing to get the dish.
Peking duck is a signature dish of Beijing and has been popular since the imperial era. By the mid-20th century, it became a national symbol of China, served to diplomats, celebrities, and presidents. Now, anyone can order Peking duck.
So it's pretty cool. You eat your appetizers, or all those things that we had, and then they bring the duck to your table and cut it right in front of you. And they only use the best portions of the duck as well. So it's got to be succulent and it will be tasty. So when you get your Peking duck, you've got to put it all together, and this is how you do it. You start with a pancake, you roll it out in your hand, you take the first piece of duck, you dip it in the first sauce, spread it on the pancake, place it in there. Grab another piece of Peking duck, put it in the second sauce, which is soybean sauce, and then you spread that on the pancake as well, and then you start adding all your fixins, whatever you like. Then, once it's finished, you just fold it one side, fold the other side, bring the two ends in, and you're ready to eat. So we're here in Tiananmen Square, which is the largest square in the world, at 100 acres. That's pretty huge when you think about it. It's bigger than the Red Square in Russia, and it is pretty magnificent to be standing here. This is one of the only gates that is left here in Beijing, and right beside it you can see that there is another gate which is actually the guard gate. So that is to look over that one and protect it. There are only two gates left here in Beijing. Welcome to Silk Street. It used to actually be outside where they sold a lot of knockoffs. Now they've moved it inside and covered it, but it's still a pretty cool street.
Silk Street is a shopping mall in the Chaoyang district and a great place to buy fake luxury brands and the real deal at discount prices.
I bought myself a watch. Hey, it's a good place in China to get a Breitling.
Yeah. Next time must they come back though.
Yeah. Come to the famous Bird's Nest Stadium.
This is where the 2008 Olympics took place here in Beijing. And you can actually take a tour of this place.
So that is the Dragon Building, and there's a 7-star hotel in there. We visited Beijing for the International Tourism Festival, an event that has been running for 20 years, celebrating the tourism industry of China and bringing cultures together. This is really amazing. We have performances from all around the world. Right now we have Mexico performing an authentic mariachi, and it's wonderful.
All right, we're about to enter the Temple of Heaven here in Beijing.
We are at the Temple of Heaven, and it was built in the 1400s. This was where the Ming and the Qing dynasty came to pray to heaven for a good harvest and a good year.
So we're off to the Hall of Prayer for great harvests. Let's go.
The Temple of Heaven is a huge complex covering 2.73 kilometers of parkland with 3 main groups of buildings to explore.
So we're heading past the Echo Wall and going into where they store the tablet. It's an echo. You can hear it all the way around. And when they built this, they didn't know that because it's a perfect circle that surrounds this temple.
So we are walking along the corridor where they took the sacrificial animals down here and obviously slaughtered them, and then brought them out to the barrels over there to be burned as a sacrifice. Hey guys! 你好.
你好.
谢谢. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to enter the Forbidden City. It's not so forbidden anymore, people.
So we've made it here inside the Forbidden City, inside the main gate, and man, you can just feel the history here when you walk in. It's been here for so long, you wonder who walked along these stones. It really is one of the most impressive places I've seen.
The Forbidden City is Beijing's most popular attraction, consisting of 980 buildings covering 180 acres.
So when you go to the Forbidden City, make sure you head up to the hill to get an overview over everything.
It is definitely worth walking up the hill to overlook the Forbidden City. The moat is 52 meters wide, and that's because back in the day, an arrow couldn't shoot farther than 52 meters, so it kept everyone safe. So come on up here and you look over the whole of the Forbidden City and Beijing.
While we're doing a little bit of Chinese calligraphy here, we're going to see how artistic we are. And hey, we're lucky we get to put on a costume. He was much thinner than me. This is what the king would wear.
Chinese calligraphy dates back to 4000 BC and is widely practiced in Asia. It is held in a high regard and valued as highly as painting and poetry.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Do we raise up a little bit? Yeah. Had a great time learning calligraphy here. If you come to Beijing, make sure you give this a try. It tests out your artistic prowess. Alright, well, we're making dumplings here at the Chinese Royal Gastronomy Museum, and we'll see what kind of cook we are. I'm ready for surgery. Dumpling surgery happening.
Chef is with Dave.
Ah, that has to go on the edge. Ah, and you pinch it together. And your fingers have to be actually behind the edge of the dumpling,
dough?
like this. And then you push it in.
All right.
That, so it pushes all the
yeah.
filling
Oh,
to the
I
center.
get it.
Like that. And there you go. You have a dumpling.
Okay, it's dumpling time. They brought out the dumplings that we made, and I'm about to taste it. Best dumpling ever. Well, I don't think there's anything more authentically Chinese than going for a rickshaw ride downtown here in Beijing. Take a rickshaw ride through the ancient alleys of the Hutongs in the Sichahai scenic area. The tour ends at the Back Sea, an artificial lake where you can take boat tours, do some shopping, and relax in the surrounding tea houses.
Go for a walk in the Hutongs of Beijing.
Hutongs are old neighborhoods that were nearly lost to development, but they are now preserved and display the unique history and culture of Beijing.
Make sure you come to the Hutong area and visit Pipe Street for a great old Chinese experience.
Take a stroll to the Drum and Bell Towers. You can walk up and get a panoramic view of the area. The Bell and Drum Towers are considered the symbol of the old city. Each new year, they ring out, bringing blessings to the people of Beijing.
Make your way to Lama Temple.
Lama Temple was one of our favorite places to visit in Beijing, dating back to 1694.
Well, we're about to go into the Gate of Harmony and Peace, and this is where everybody burns their incense.
So the final temple is the Temple of 10,000 Happiness, and it is a treat. There's a 26-meter high Buddha in there that is carved out of one single sandalwood tree. It's made the Guinness Book of World Records, and wow, it is impressive.
Wow, this is the temple to come to. When you come to Beijing, you have to try a hot pot. It's not only a meal, but an experience as well. So we got beef, we've got mushrooms, we've got actually a bunch of different kinds of mushrooms in there, and Who knows what else, but it looks good.
Look at that plate of goodness. So you put everything in the hot pot and let it heat up and then cook it, and then I put it in to my peanut sauce and eat it. Let's see if I can eat it really delicately. That is so good. Ooh, internal organs. Okay, I'm going for, this is the stomach, this is intestines. Here we go. I'm gonna put it all in. It's just chewy.
Come and learn the art of bean curd and how to make tofu. So this is how to make bean curd with Dave. Starts off with yellow beans, like this. Put them into the hole, like that. Add some water. And then really, it's all in the way you turn it. Right, so we start counterclockwise. 1 or 2 turns, and then we turn back this way. 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, so it gets easy. You can see the beans go down in between the 2 rocks, like that, and it all comes out like a goo like that. And we're ready for our next step in making bean curd.
So once the bean curd has boiled, you scoop it out and put it in a mold in here, and then you press it down, and then once all the water is out, you just lift this off, and you have your finished product.
Taking the subway here in Beijing, it's actually pretty simple. You can go to one of the machines, you choose which line you're going to, but you need to know what station you're also going to because it charges you by distance. Don't worry about it once everything here is in English, so you can figure it out pretty easily. You'll go through security, come downstairs to the subway, and then it shows you which side you should stand on depending on what the end station is. So it's pretty simple to get around, and I think anybody can do it. So the machines here in Beijing are pretty easy. All you have to do is you come up here, an English button for everything, and then what you do is you have to know what line and where you're going. We are going to line 10, and we're going to Gumao station. So you just hit the station that you're going to, and it tells you how much it costs, 2 tickets, total 6 yuan, and then all you do is insert your money, and your tickets come out and you're good to go. You should also make sure that you have some small bills with you because it only gives change in coins. So if you have large bills, you're going to get a whole ton of coins back. Here we go, everybody. We're entering the Great Wall of China. Let's go.
The Battling Wall is located just 70 kilometers north of Beijing and is the most popular wall to visit. We're on the Great Wall. We're walking up to the towers right now. This is the iconic one that you see on all the magazines and on TV. It's very exciting. There's hardly any tourists here. It's mostly locals that are here visiting the Great Wall. So it's really cool to experience it with everybody that is here from China. Battling is considered the best preserved part of the wall and was the first section to be reopened to the public in 1957.
It's getting steep.
We made it to the top. That is a steep climb, everybody. Woo! And it's a traffic jam too.
And that was the Great Wall of China.
If you enjoyed this city guide, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive weekly updates. And check out our Asia playlist for more from this amazing continent.